Hello, guys and gals, animal friends, and spirit pals. Welcome back to Spirit Whisper Channel. It's me, the Spirit Whisperer, aka Mark. How you girls and boys doing up there? Good, I hope. It is Monday night. What's the date? I can't see. The 16th of September. There you go. Just like to keep you abreast of, what day of the week we're in. Because a lot of times I can't remember, what the date is. So, what time is it? It's tarot tickling time. We're going to look into the future of the energies that are swirling all around. I'm going to ask my unseen friends on the other side to help me, just like I always do. They're always here helping. I don't really do it on my own. I'm just a translator. Without my spirit guides, it'd be crappy. So they're here, and as you guys know, I have 3 regulars that I work with personally. One would be Master Jesus, and everybody knows him. Another would be Djwhal Khul. A lot of people don't know him, but some people do. He's an ascended Tibetan master. There's a lot of channels for him and stuff, and you can look him up on the intranet, and you'll find a lot of info about him. And I'm just one of his many channels. And I also channel the energy of Pan. Sometimes he's called God in nature, God of joy. He kind of considers himself like a prince. He would say he's the good child or offspring of the mother and the father, or, God, goddess. He'd say he's the good child, the good offspring of those two energies coming together. And in the mythology of Pan, that's literally the story, is that God or Zeus came down to earth and bred with Mother Earth, who took the form of a goat, and then Pan was their child. And Pan's job in those days, now Pan has a lot of names. You guys might not know him as Pan. You might be more familiar with him as Kokopelli, or the Green Man, or Krishna, or Coronos, or there's a lot of names. Pretty much he's everywhere. It just kind of depends what part of the world. But like before religion, the peoples of the earth connected to Source through the earth. And in doing that, they would quite often become acquainted with his energy. It's really joyful. He's really into manifestation. He works with me on that all the time. He's great with it. His goal is to encourage people to be their full self, like to act like the offspring of the Creator that they are, that you are, that we are, right? That's his goal. That's what he most likes to focus on. Okay. I don't know why I did that little commercial for Pan, but I guess I'm supposed to. Welcome to any new subscribers that might be here tonight. I got a big old buttload of new people. I'm so lucky. I love you guys so much. A lot of you came over here from my show that where I had Linda on. Linda G, Comanche Psychic. I do appreciate it, and I really do. Well, I love you, but I do appreciate you taking the actual, that little extra effort. I know it's only this much, but to subscribe to my gay little channel here, right? So, thank you, and welcome if you're new here, and of course, welcome back to all my old favorites. Okay, We're going to do a little bit of tarot tickling. Okay. I thought, I don't know, it's going to be kind of a mixed bag tonight. I'm going to look at this and that. So we're 5 minutes in. That's pretty good. I only bended your ear for 5 minutes. Well, I can see I'm going to have to change out of my gorgeous green glasses because they ain't prescription into, I'll put another cat eye glass on because I'm feeling very, okay, now I'm blinded, very cat eye-ish. The first thing I want to look at is, can you give us a little bit of an energy read on the Oompa Loompa in October? I'm thinking about health and well-being. How's that going for the Oompa? The Loompa. Oompa the Loompa. Okay, let's see here. Look at my hair. I look wild. My hair all pulled back. Health and well-being, please. Health and well-being. What's all this? Do-do-do-bop. Okay. I don't understand this. I'm going to have to probably change. Am I going to have to change decks? Because this is not... Is it or isn't it? Am I getting anything that I'd like to talk about? No, perhaps it's not the right deck for this question. Because I was wondering about that already. Okay, let's use this deck. All right, is that the one? Come on, Spirit, let's get it together. Come on, Mark, let's get it together. Come on, Tarot, let's get it together. Would you like to share any info on Trump's, call him Trump, my brother call him Oompa, but just to make sure, well-being, physical, mental, emotional, otherwise, for October? I know October's a pretty big time, but so, I'm just looking at in general, particularly if there's some kind of something remarkable that might be going on in October. Because, I who knows, but I got this thing that energetically or something, he might not be up and about when it comes time for the votes to be counted. That for some reason he's missing or something, missing in action or laid up, something like that. So October, how's it look like? It's going. I'm gonna put one more card on that. Yeah. What is in that? Oh yeah, that's interesting. Okay. Well, that one seemed like we were back. We were on the actual question this time. I got this new deck. It's real weird. I'm going to just pull a couple of these, see if we can get anything. It's new and it's weird. It's called the Real Life Tarot deck. On the front, it has the Vomiting Cupid. So, Real Life Tarot deck. Would you like to add any depth to our message regarding the Orange Menace's well-being? Bum, ba, ba. Put one more. And that's enough of that. All right. So this is what they're giving me. For entertainment purposes only, of course. For entertainment. My sign is falling down. Come here, Crystal. Oh, there we go. Entertainment purposes only. Here in the pancake. So I'm talking about his health. He gets 5 of Cups upside down. That's not great. So not only are those 3 cups spilt, these are upside down. So that would be like all 5 of them spilt. You don't really have much cups left. Loss, sadness, like emotionally, having a bummer time. If we think of cups as the emotional body, not jumping up in the morning with joy and exhilaration. Looks like he might have to be in isolation, the hermit, in October. Yeah. Isolating. Could he get COVID or something like that? I don't know. I get this world card next to this isolation card. I don't know. It could be COVID. Because this world card, in this instance, I'm looking at his whooping, it looks like it's something that's around the world. It's making me think of COVID or a virus or something that he's not feeling well or something like that. He might have to be relaxing. And then, so there's that motion, a feeling like crap emotionally. And then in the mental body, these 2 of Swords, but ooh, look how stormy that is up there. Those clouds. Like a lot of worry about, I'm going to say, votes. About people not voting, for him. Especially women. I feel like that's becoming more and more clear in October. So his mind is muddled with all this, and then his emotions are blech, and he might not be feeling great either. Yeah, let's see here. Oddly, this card, so then here's this tree standing alone, and it even looks like it's in like the desert or something. It's a weird tree too, but it's this again is making me think he might have to isolate or something. Then we get this. Look at this card. Lose again. Oops. Chance. Take a chance on up. And then it says mega, mega. If you change those E's to A's, what does it say? Lose again. So that kind of goes along with, that sadness and confusion, mental anguish. Because it's looking like we're losing. Because, I was asking about not just physical well-being, but, in general, like mentally, emotionally, spiritually. He's, you know, maybe feeling a little like a loser. I feel like something comes out of this, says the poster. I don't even know what that means. But something comes out into the opening. Like, look, it comes out of those reeds. I love that it's having a delicious milkshake. But it feels like something quite tasty comes into view. That's what I'm going to say. Which causes, caution tapes, concern. Something's not great. There's something that happens. I was going to look at the October surprise. I'm wondering if this is like talking about that somehow. Finally, I get this catfish, but that's talking about a bottom feeder. So I feel like there might be something that comes up that's, how many more disgusting bottom feedery things do we need? But there may be some more news like that. Now, this is the first time I've used these cards, so I'm really just going with intuition on them. I looked through them once quickly, but, I haven't really used them for anything. But that was fun. Okay. Yippity, skippity, yappity you. Now I want to look at I'm just going to pull I'm going to pull like 3 cards on a couple of states. I want to look at how the people in these states, how are they feeling about their vote? How, in general, like the majority, how's it looking like their vote's going? We're still a month and a half, I guess. Not quite a half away. But I'm just going to do a little check-in. I'm curious about Florida. How is that looking? How's the energy of the people, the Floridians? How are they feeling about voting? And like, what are they looking at voting for? I don't know, because I'm just going to shut up and just look at the cards. Okay. Yes, voting. That's what I was talking about. So I get a card, which looks like there's a lot of votes. So, I like that. Makes me think that Floridians, they're thinking about voting. They've already thought about it. Do they have early voting there? I said I was going to pull 3, though, so I'm going to pull 3. 2. 3. Yeah. Okay, I got goosebumps up my spine. Because I kind of feel like Florida's going to, be blue. At least for this election. Feels that way. Now, who knows? Remember, guys, and I hear other readers saying this, and it's because Spirit keeps saying it. No matter, and I like to give good news, and I will, but no matter how good it looks that way, do not let anything I say stop anyone for making their vote known. That's very important. Because we not only want to push for that to win, for, Kamala to win, but for her to win bigly, to take from the Oompa Loompa. And I keep getting, the guides I keep hearing is, the more bigly our vote is, the less of that bull crap we have to go through with Republicans, acting like the vote was stolen and all that rat's ass thing. So that's what I hear, and that's why I keep saying, I don't care how wonderful I might talk, you gotta vote. I don't give a single person permission not to vote. It's just good anyway. In this time, it's like, it's the same all over the world, really, but particularly we're talking about here because it's about to happen. But you're just, I don't know, like you're standing up for good, and you're making it, you're making an effort to do it. Not just think about it. You're not just talking the talk, you're walking the walk. Okay, that's enough of that. Alrighty. Yeah. Well, they're recently getting a little sick of stuff that's coming from their elected officials. Let me say, like their governors, senators, those creepy guys. It's making them a little sick to their stomach. Where's the barf bag? About had it. I'm ready to switch them off and change the channel. This is a weird card. It's called the shit coin. So, we're being given a load of shit. Also, I don't think they're being taken care of. And Florida's got, weather issues constantly. And meanwhile, their governors and senators are saying, what weather issues? So you're getting a little sick and tired. So those were the wackadoo cards that I want to put at the bottom. Meanwhile, this other deck, I was looking at what's the vote going to look like? How does it look like it's going? Free will choice, things can change. Looks like they're bursting to vote. It's on their minds. They're not sleeping on it. We're awake to the idea and anxious to vote. And I look like a lot of people are going to vote. Like maybe they're impassioned to vote. There's a lot of people in Florida that are anxious to make their vote known. Now, these wands and this bright light in behind it coming from the heavens makes me feel like it's votes for good. The Knight of Swords. Who's on, and look at that beautiful bald eagle. Who's on team, not the fake America, the actual America, valiant, laws, truth, order, and justice. So, Knight, voting on behalf of this team, the Swords team. And Kamala, she comes up as the Queen of Swords, also the Queen of Wands. So both of these cards, have to do with her. And again, voting, golden votes, filling up the jar with votes. I feel like it's extra voting, and it looks like for Team Blue. Even the sword cards in this deck are very blue. This always got blue sky, blue clothes. So I like it. Let's look at Texas. Texas. How are the Texans gonna be? How's that going? The Texas vote. Texans. How are they feeling about voting? Yeah. Feel like feels like an excitement that I like in the bigger cities in Texas. I feel like women, could be wrong, but I still feel like women are going to make a difference in some of these states, which makes it go much more blue. Texas, okay, there's one. Texas. What's a song about Texas? I know there is one. Texas. Okie dokie. Yep. Okay. Right. Okay, we can stop anytime. I get it. One more. Okay, good. Well, look at me being Mr. Positivity. I don't, go figure. First card I get for the Texas vote is the Sun. Kind of like this because it's got like Aztec energy in it. Like indigenous peoples. Anyway, which kind of reminds me of Texas for some reason. Also a big bright sun. But, so in my question and what I'm thinking in my brain, really what I'm asking is, are they going to vote blue? That's the simple way. This says, yes. I think young people make a big difference with their vote in Texas with this page of coins. Like there's a big young vote, or maybe they're working on getting that out. The thing about Texas is, though, there's shenanigans about the people's votes. So there's likely, we get the 8 of coins and the 3 of coins. In this case, coins are going to be votes for me. They come up like votes a lot of times when I'm reading on this. But that 3 of coins is working together. So it looks like they're already working on making sure their votes count and that their votes aren't disguised or stolen. But there may have to be some examining of the votes, like bring in some vote person, or so there'll probably be counting or something happening. Even though I feel like the vote really went for her. In the end, I think Kamala gathers the votes needed. They're in her basket. And I get the Page of Swords too, so 2 pages. There's a lot of, I didn't even think about that, but it feels like there's a lot of young energy here voting. And in the end, it feels like that's one of the places where there's counting or some stupid something. But I think in the end, we get the Empress. That's my last card. The vote goes to Mother Earth, really, so simplest way to put it. Which is only one side that's for Mother Earth, and that would be the Democrats. So that looked a lot more positive too. There might be some kind of a we are trying to steal the votes, but they might get caught or stopped or something. I don't think they're going to be able to do the same kind of shenanigans because people are wise to it. But there'll probably be some kind of something. But it feels like in the end, their vote goes blue. You might be talking like purple where it's voted blue this time because people are voting for rights, and I know it sound like hyperbolic, but the soul of the country. And like young voters want to vote for the earth and rights. Oh, go figure. So there's that. Now, since I live in my old Kentucky home at this point in my life, I'm going to look at Kentucky too. And since, it's a pretty red state, even though we have a lovely Democratic governor, Andy Beshear, but I wonder how Kentucky voters are doing. I don't know. I'm feeling kind of good about these guys too here. I feel like they're underestimating just how many times they can insult people, and women in particular, and not have to, pay the price, really. I just don't, I believe they're underestimating that. Yep. Very interesting, you guys. And as I get too quiet, because I'm like, I'm staring into the cards. Okay, I'm gonna stop. Oh yeah, okay. Well, I like it. Well, I got goosebump energy really on all three states. The Texas one feels a little like a little wonky, like there's a bump in the road or something. But still, even that way, ultimately, I feel like a lot of the votes, I can't even remember how that stupid electoral college, but I don't know, I think she secures a lot of the votes. Okay, but now we're looking at Kentucky. So Kentucky gives a lot of votes. They're anxious to vote too here in this state, especially women. And I do think women are going to come out to vote here in Kentucky. We're not really about women not having rights to their own bodies. They also get the Page of Swords, which means young people energy, yet again, coming out to vote, making their statement, speaking for freedom. Look at this little bird, flying freedom. Free. Hello. There's a little blue jay on his shoulder. Blue jay. They're both bluebirds, actually. And he's in a blue vest. He's the blue Page of Swords. Like I said, the swords are always in this deck. There are a lot of blue in them. So this will talk about young votes, voting for freedom. Maybe not being as hicky as people like to think. I feel like this state too is fortified against hijinks. They have a good defense system. That's probably because we have a Democratic governor, because I know we have some really hideous Congress and senators. But the governor's pretty strong. People here in this state like him too. So, I don't know. I feel like we have a strong defense against any kind of war against the votes, or stealing votes. It's like things are in place to protect our vote. It was last time too. We don't really have all that. We're gonna not. No. We didn't really go through that. I feel like here in Kentucky, like probably in a lot of states, women lead the way with the Six of Swords. Look, who's at the front of this boat? Women. An older woman and a younger woman. A mother and a daughter. Maybe this guy's wife and daughter. Women in the front leading the way. Going right past these, barbs and stabs against them. They are motivated. And I think women lead the way in this state as well. These three cards couldn't be more happy. I am the Mr. Happy Tarot reader today. That's because I channel the God of Joy. So you made me have joyful readings. Look how happy and content we are afterwards. And even our kitty cat's content. So that probably points to one side. This is the Ten of Cups. We're so relieved. We're happy. And our kitty cat's safe. We voted for the mixed color ticket. There's the dark skin and the light skin together, joined together. That's the team we voted for. And the Three of Cups. I like this. There's the three women over the cups, like as if they made the celebration possible. Okay. Well, I know I'm not even wearing my rose-colored glasses, and I have some. So I feel like that's good. But you'll see my little butt at the polling place voting. Number one, I like to do it. I'll probably go in person. Even though we do have early voting here and mail-in voting and all that. Because our governor's already seen that we have all those options. Not really hearing stories here either of people getting taken off the ballot. Taken off the voting thing or anything like that. Okay, well, those are fun. Oh, the tick-tock is ticking. Let's look at... There's a lot of other things I wanted to look at. Well, I'm going to talk for 1 second about the full moon. Now, the full moon's tomorrow. It's the harvest moon this time. The equinox, the fall equinox, the harvest equinox is on the 22nd, so that's coming right up. This full moon is the super moon, so it's one that looks like it's closer, so it's big and giant. You can also see the full moon tonight. It's nighttime here already. Because full moons really are 3 days, not just one. Tomorrow is like when it gets to its peak. But when you look at it, it looks full 3 nights in a row. And that's all the moons. But this one should be really big. There's also a partial eclipse of the moon, which means the Earth's shadow covers part of the moon. Now that's tomorrow, during the official ultimate time of the moon. So I just bring that up. It'd be a good thing just to spend a couple minutes thinking about, go look at the moon, tune into the moon. This equinox, so it's kind of with it's close to the equinox, so we're about to change seasons, and we're moving into the harvest season. All this has come from Pan when he talks to me about this. It's also, we are aligned with the seasons in one way or another. And a lot of times in our lives, we bring in a harvest. Even though most of us aren't farmers anymore, we tend to harvest in the rewards, the growth, the produce of our efforts through the summer and the spring. Like when we planted new seeds, we watered them, we have to grow. This is the perfect time to bring that energy in. And so you might like to align with this moon. It is focused on harvest, as is the equinox. This one's actually called the harvest moon. So focus in on that. That doorway, he's saying to me, it's boosted. So, it's kind of a juicy harvest. Now, the cornucopia, where it's that basket and the fruit and everything's pulling out of it, about plenty and harvest. By the way, that image that came from the legend, the story, is Pan's mother's horn that became the cornucopia. How about that for a little tidbit? Oh, he's sharing all the info. I already knew that, but he's reminding me to tell you. So tune into that energy of harvest, of abundance, of receiving, of gratitude. You don't want to forget that. Don't leave that out. And aligning with it. With your heart, your spirit. Not with the selfish mind, a loving heart. Open yourself to it. Because he's telling me that influx, that flow, we've been talking a lot this year already about karma. And, he's talked to us several times about that we're witnessing karma, in front of us, like a karmic return. And, you can see it if you're paying attention. And that's in more ways than one. Some of the weather events and stuff are also reflecting karmic return. But, that's good and bad. So when you've been focused on good, or doing the best you're able, or you're looking to see how better you can be, or how you can be more of service to yourself and others, how can you express yourself as that offspring of the Creator that you're truly here to be, and that's kind of been your goal, or at least one of your main goals that you focus on and you're dedicated to, and you're looking to live more and more each day. That comes back to you too, because you've been putting energy towards that. And you'll receive a harvest from that. I want you to know, and it doesn't hurt to kind of align with the moon's energy. Let that moon, imagine it as a spotlight or magnifying light. So it really brings it out into view. So you can get it and receive it. So you can kind of align with that. Guide an abundant harvest to me. Thank you very much, universe. I deserve good and harvest in my life. I haven't forgotten you guys that, old faithfuls, we will be doing a pattern removal. I haven't decided. I might not do it live though, because I want you guys to concentrate and think during that tape. So it may just be a separate, it's like a meditation video where you just do it one at a time. You look at it, you actually do it. to get the value from it without distraction. Yep. I think that's the way it's going to go. But it's coming soon. Okay. Let me pull just a couple cards about the full moon, okay? Always go farther than I want to. Yep. Well, the energy of the moon has lovely energy. Right. Ooh. I keep getting goosebumps tonight. Are there orbs flying around or something? I'm very goosebumpable. Oh, yeah. Yeah, okay. Okay, here we go. So, I'm going to say this right off the bat. When we look at this full moon energy, this harvest moon, this super moon, it is having an effect on Kamala Harris, our Queen of Swords here. She comes out right off the bat. So, it is, let's say this. She may be part of the harvest that we are pulling in. Like she's coming with the harvest. Look at that peacock there with her. What is that? She's very, she's a strong woman. She knows about law, she knows about truth, she knows about justice, she knows about creeps and criminals. Yet, she's also very feminine. She has a lot of colors. She's joyful. So I like that peacock in there too. So that's the first thing it's talking about, that she is associated with this incoming harvest. Then we get the Four of Wands, right where you live. You can align with this energy right where you are, at your home. Look how beautiful and abundant this picture is. Allow that connection with Source, wands, spiritual energy. Look at it, it's reaching up. Those wands are growing up into the heavens. And looks like they have like fall-like leaves on them. Allow that energy to flow right into your home. This fall harvest energy. King of Wands energy too. Spiritual mastery. This moon, we talked about this before, but all the heavenly bodies and nature, everything is a part of this big plan. They're all kind of in on it. Even those that say they're not, they are. They're just playing their role in the dark, kind of. But everybody's in on it. And it's because it's this moon. Okay. It's heralding in a new layer or dose of this vibration, this God vibration. Here's the spiritual wands. This will be the king of the spiritual energy. I'm going to call him like Source. And this moon is heralding in even a stronger dose of that. So, it's been coming in like waves, and we're helping to ground it, and a lot of us are going, oh, I'm so tired, because we're helping to ground it. We're grounded. Now, this moon is marking a shift and a change in that energetic job we're on. My feeling is we get to put our feet up. We're not having to work so hard. It's like harvest, you're bringing in the bounty, and then you get to relax. You know, you don't have to work so hard at it as you did throughout the summer. So I feel like we're going to feel less taxed. And this moon is kind of representing this shift in energy. It's coming with the equinox, with the fall. Um, you know, normally that energy's there at this time of year, but it's even boosted and it's in alignment with the great change that we're creating. Well, that's a lot. You know, anchoring that energy into the earth. That's what that card looks like to me. It's the Two of Wands again. We got all wands except for Kamala. So, you know, it's about a spiritual shift. It's good, though. I like it. Look how grounded this light is. Like it went through a tree, but it's just, look how bright it is. The closer to the earth, the brighter it gets. So it's like moving that light force into the earth. Oh, that gives me goosebumps. Ah. Oh, it went all up and down my arms. I don't know, I'm having like orgasmic energy tonight. Sometimes the words that come through my mouth, you know, because I'm like, give me the heebie-jeebies. Okay, well, I like that. That was fun. Well, I've almost gone an hour, so I might as well pull one more now at this point. I've gone on and on. Let's do I want to do one more? Spirit? Do we want to do one more? Now they're acting like maybe not. I know, I'm just going to pull 3 cards on this concept or idea of an October surprise. Do we see something surprising happening in October? Other than me making it to another birthday? And that happens really quick, so what about the rest of the month? My birthday surprise will be over. Is there a big October surprise? And if there is, what's the energy about that? Or is that just a made-up thing? That's what I'd like to know. October surprise. Okay. Let me do these weird cards again. October surprise. I love harvest and the fall. And I will say that a lot of times when Spirit, you know, Pan wants me to, like, you know, we talked a lot about abundance, harvest, and that's all him, making me talk about that. You know, he has some manifestation videos on here you guys might want to watch if you haven't. But a lot of times, I'll have this experience in my life, like a little bit of a prequel, if that makes sense, before it comes for everybody, or whoever's open to it. So I will say that the past couple of days, like that abundant energy has just been kind of flowing in. So I just encourage you guys to be open to receive and be grateful. And it's kind of over the top. And I don't feel like it's just me we're talking about. Okay. We're getting close to the end here. My question is about, is there a surprise in store for us? in October. Okay. Well, I think there might be, because I get the Page of Cups. And traditionally, this is like a surprising message or something out of the blue that you weren't expecting. So there's that, which kind of says, oops, surprise! I also think they gave me this card because, I don't know, they're trying to literally say, could I please pick the cards up? I cut my nails and so now I can't pick them. October, surprise! Because this Nine of Pentacles is reminding me of pumpkins and abundance and harvest. They're all bright orange. Oh, I love this too. Look at her dress. It's got like the female symbol on it. The symbol for female. October surprise! What those cards seem to be saying. I think it might have something to do with the Oompa Loompa. That he has to defend himself even more, like against something new. And the pitchforks come out. Now this could have something to do. There's justice. It might be, the surprise might come through the court in October. I don't know, could it be something about that judge? Was it Chutkin? Is there going to be some information coming out about that or something? Essentially, it's a female judge in this justice card. Truth and justice coming forward. Of course, October surprise, and of course, this is pretty much October card, Libra. So, like something being brought out. This is like an old, text back and forth. I get this holier than thou card. I'm not sure what that's supposed to be on that up there, but it's all orange. What is it, like a sex sling or something? Night owl and road trip. I feel like there's like some dark, hidden, kind of salacious with this weird card. I don't even know what that's supposed to be, holier than thou. That could also be like hypocritical. They tell other people not to do it, but we do. That comes to the surface. Even this map card, the road trip, it's like all mapped out. There's evidence on paper. So the best I can get from these cards, it seems like there's some kind of more weird, crappy energy. I imagine it has to do with women on some level. Maybe kids, because this young Page of Cups, that could have something to do with young people. some news coming out that puts somebody back in the defensive and in the spotlight. And I don't think it's Kamala. So that's what that looks like, this justice card. It's some kind of something coming out. Feels like it comes by way of the court or a judge or something. When is that supposed to happen with her? When they're doing that, whatever they're doing. Like a hearing or something. Is that supposed to happen in October? Anyway, that's what I'm looking at there. Next time, I'm pull some cards again, and I'm going to look again at the weather, because that keeps bugging me a little bit. I like to just check in on it. Again, I probably focus on that sometimes because I work with Pan's energy. And so, he likes the moon, he likes the equinox, he likes the weather, all that kind of stuff. And you know what else I want to look at? It's way off topic, but I'm going to look at, I was watching a couple of things today, and it piqued my interest once again. I want to look at Natalie Wood's passing. I'm going to do that next time. So I'm just giving you a little prequel of what's coming next. Yeah, so that's what we're going to do next. Okay, well, hope you guys had fun, till my daddy took the T-Bird away. We're going to go on about our business and have the rest of our evening enjoying one another, me and my girls, and my little boy Halo. I'll be watching for you, and I'll be seeing you again real soon. I love you guys very, very much. Can't tell you that enough, because words don't quite express it. Love you, and I'll see you again real soon, somewhere, somehow, someplace.